Hello, everyone. It's 11 o'clock. It's the next coffee break happening. I am Anita Dzelme from EUFRS, and today we are talking about the thematic networks, three of them, which are part of Horizon projects. Today, at least here registered, we are 111, I think, people from 25 countries. So thank you for interest and willingness to be a part of this event. The thematic networks presenting here today will be AdvisoryNetPest, which is specializing on pesticide management. And the second one is STRATUS, which is specializing on fertilizer management, and OrganicAdviceNetwork, which is specializing on organic agriculture. So three girls will present. Paula, Beatriz, and Claire will present the networks and the possibilities of advisors to be part of those. So, as you know, and as you can imagine, advisors play a crucial role in AKIS, in rural areas, in work with farmers and academics and advisors and the policy makers, and we are really happy for you to be here. And here we go, and here we can start the event. Claire, please.
Yes. Should I share my screen? Yeah.
Yes, I stopped sharing mine.
Here we go. Let's see if you can see my slides.
I'm sorry, while Claire is opening the slides, please be free to type in your questions during the presentation, and also after each presentation there will be a possibility to ask those questions. So in a minute you get them in your mind, please type them so you don't forget. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I hope you see my slides. I'm really sorry that my camera is not working, but more importantly is the content on slides. So my name is Claire, I'm part of IFOAM Organics Europe, and I'm coordinating part of the coordination team of Organic Advice Network. It's a project that has started last year in April. And in one sentence, if you need to remember about this project, the main objective is to create and animate a European-wide network of organic advisors, and in general to strengthen organic advisory services. And actually, we like to rather say advisors with organic competences, so we are more inclusive in that way. We think it's important to create this European community of advisors for the organic sector, because organic really goes with a philosophy. It has its own principles of health, ecology, fairness, and care. And it also goes with quite a strict regulation, meaning that advisors also need to have some more administrative skills to support advisors in getting subsidies. So this is why we think it's very important to build this network, and we are really glad to have this opportunity with this project. Now about the approach of the project. So advice is really taken in a holistic way, so not only focusing on technical skills, but also on the soft skills, the advisory methods, the market aspects, financial issues, and as I said, also regulatory and more administrative aspects. In this project, we are not covering all agriculture sectors. We will be focusing on 5 of them. Ruminant and arable will be covered all over Europe. And then we have some more specific sectors that are related to specific geographical zone, such as vegetables that will be more in the northern countries, fruits, in the south and southeast, and viticulture, also in the southern parts. Here is a map explaining a little bit what are the different agriculture sectors that will be covered in each of the geographical zones. Now about our partners and the whole approach in the project. So here you can see the different advisory partners that are part of the consortium. So in general, we have generally we have one advisory partner representing the whole country, and the idea is that this advisory partner will reach out to their networks of advisors and advisory services, and then bring those advisors into the European network. So we have advisory partners from 14 different countries present in the consortium. And then we will also have some advisory organization from 7 other countries that will be involved as well in the project, but to a smaller extent. So Ireland, the Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, Poland, Czech Republic, and Greece. But in general, what we would like to highlight is that really our network is an open network, and that basically all the advisors and advisory services across Europe that are interested in our activities and interested in gaining organic competences in advice are welcome to join our activities. We really would like to have a network that encompasses a diversity of advisors, so not only welcoming the one already having the skills, but also newcomers that would like to acquire, and also other persons that are interested in gaining expertise in advice. And the overall objective of the project is also to overcome the fragmentation of advisory services across borders. Now, a bit more specifically about the upcoming activities that might be interesting for you. So our first main objective is to create and animate a network of organic advisors, and as a preliminary step, we will be mapping the diversity of advisory services with organic competences in Europe. This is an activity that will be starting as of next month. Then also end of next month, we will have a space, an online space called OrganicAdviceNetwork.space that will be launched. And it's a space where advisors will be able to exchange, to network, but there will be also some e-learnings available on that space. And then we also, of course, have some animation of the network that will take place in person, but also online. As in-person activities, we're planning to organize 30 cross visits for the different agriculture sectors that we are covering. And that will happen in 2 different rounds. So the idea is that advisors from a same agriculture sector would meet and exchange around good practices in a country. And the first round of cross visit will already start now in 2025. So you can stay tuned. In a few months, we will be sharing the programs of those cross visits, and you are also welcome to register and to participate to those events. Later in the project, in the last year, so around 2027, we will have some trainings about soft skills that will be organized in each of the geographical zones. And then we also have some online activities that I will tell about here. So we call them e-learnings in our project. We have 2 different types of e-learning. One is a basic course that is more of an introduction to organic farming principles and also the conversion to organic, so rather for newcomers. And then we also have learning paths that are more for more advanced organic advisors that will cover technical and soft skills topics, and also covering these different agriculture sectors. And those will be available as of next year and next spring 2026. And they will be available on the space I was talking about just before. And then finally, Our project will also look and assess the different support measures that exist in the CAP and also beyond the CAP for the organic advisory services that will be done in the 14 core countries, so the countries where we have our partners. We'll be also looking and assessing the educational systems that are related to organic farming. And the idea with this whole assessment is at the end to develop an action plan to strengthen organic advisory services, specifically in these 14 core countries. Then we also have an exciting event that will take place already now in January 2025. It is called the Organic Advice Contest. And the idea of this contest is to spotlight successful business models of organic advisory services in Europe so that it can become a source of inspiration for others to learn what is the successful functioning of advisory services. So the contest will be running from next year on until April, and then the awards will be distributed in 1 year from now. And that's it. I come to the end of the presentation. We've tried to keep it short. Let us know. Thanks you for your attention, and let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you, Claire. Looks like there are not yet questions in the chat, so maybe someone has some, or if you think of them later, then please do not hesitate to ask them later also to Claire.
Maybe I just want to add something. If you're interested in being updated about our activities, I will share in the chat now a little Google form where you can share with us your information. So we will in the form you can also tick whether you are interested in registering our newsletter. So I will share the link to the form in the chat if you want to know more about the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. So yeah, that was Claire from IFOAM, and speaking about our organic project. And the next one will be Beatriz from CONSULAI, which is organization from Portugal. Beatriz, please, she will speak on the project AdvisoryNetPest.
Okay. Good morning. I'm Beatriz Cardoso. I'm working at CONSULAI, and I belong to the management team of AdvisoryNetPest. So the objective of the project is to network and upgrade the advisory services across the EU to increase sharing of knowledge and the adoption of innovative solutions to reduce the use and the risks of pesticides in all member states. So this will be achieved by developing an EU network of advisors, exchanging knowledge and training advisors, linking the network with other projects, initiatives, and policymakers, and also by providing policy recommendations, and by scaling up the novel approaches, fostering the adoption of these innovative solutions. So the AdvisoryNetPest network is present in all member states and also in the United Kingdom, and were able to do this because each partner country is a national network, and each national network will have an associated network. For example, Spain is a national network of the project, and Italy will be the associated network of Spain. And we have also divided the network into EU regional clusters in order to cover all European paraclimatic areas. Besides that, the project will be covering all the relevant crop sectors, so the arable field crops, horticulture, soft fruits and ornamental, orchards and vineyards. And each national network will focus on 2 or 3 crop sectors. For example, Portugal will focus on horticulture and vineyards, and will build 2 national networks on these crop sectors. And besides that, each national network will select one novel approach per crop sector and year. So, for example, Portugal per year will identify 2 novel approaches, one for the horticulture sector and another one for the vineyard sector. But I would like to explain a little bit better this concept of novel approach. So a novel approach is not something that is entirely new. It's not a practice or a strategy that is entirely new and something that was never tested in farms. Neither a strategy or a practice that is already widely used and it has no impact on pesticides reduction. But it's something that has been proven to reduce the use and the risks of pesticides and that has been tested in a few farms at least. The scale-up of the novel approaches will happen through cross visits that will be organized in EU level and through farm demonstration and training events. And basically, the novel approaches will be validated during the cross visits by the advisors of our network. And after this validation, the novel approaches will be scaled up at national level on the farm demonstration and training events. Regarding the cross visits, these events will be organized between 2025 and 2027. It will be organized 42 cross visits in total and 1 cross visit per national network. And will be invited to participate in these events the advisors from the national networks and also the advisors from the associated networks. Regarding the farm demonstration and training events, this will be organized between 2026 and 2028. It will be organized 93 events in total, and each national network will organize a farm demonstration and training event per novel approach that will identify per year. So the national networks will organize 2 or 3 farm demonstration events and training events per year. The associated networks will only organize 1 event of this type per year. Regarding the cross visits, I would like to explain a bit the methodology. So the cross visits will be organized at the EU regional cluster level. So inside of a cluster that shares until some level a bit of a similarity in terms of climate, and in this way we can ensure that the discussion regarding the novel approaches can make sense to all the countries involved. So taking as an example the Northwest cluster that is composed by Belgium, the Netherlands, and United Kingdom. If Belgium organizes a cross visit, then the other countries will be invited to participate, but only the countries of the EU regional cluster and also the associated networks of these countries. And the same when the United Kingdom organizes, the other countries of the EU regional cluster will be invited to participate and the associated networks, and the same when the Netherlands organizes a cross visit. To finalize, I would like to present the advantages that we consider, the advantages for advisors, the ones that we consider that are the most important, the advantages of participating in the project and to participate on the project activities. I will put a Microsoft Forms on the chat after finishing. So if you like to be contacted to participate in the project activities, please, you can fill out the form and we will ensure that we will contact you. But yes, the main advantages that we found for advisors by participating in this project is, sorry, I have here a problem of formattation, but it's the opportunity to integrate an European network composed by technical advisors specializing in pesticides use and risk reduction, the opportunity to participate in farm demonstration and training events focused on novel approaches, and also the opportunity to participate in field visits in EU countries. If you like to follow the project, you can follow the project through our social media and also through the website. Thank you.
Thank you, Beatriz. I guess while questions to you are still coming, and most probably participants will be interested in the answers from you to those questions arised as well. So, Claire, there are two questions. Two questions came for you about your project. So, is it meant only for the organic advisors? Now we're speaking about organic.
Thanks for the question. Well, as I said, also advisors willing to gain competencies in organic advice are welcome to join. But yeah, the topic of this thematic network is organic. So whether you are already experienced in giving organic advice or you are interested, you're both welcome to join the project activities. But the focus of our project is really organic, yeah.
Thank you. And there is one more question for you. What are the steps needed to participate in activities, even if someone is not the project partner?
Yeah. So you can visit, well, on our project website. As soon as the project evolves, there will be the upcoming activities that will be explained also in our newsletter. And then more concretely, to participate in our project activities, there will be always a registration link. For the cross visit, you will be redirected to our space, the Organic Advice Network space, where you will receive more detail about the programs. Also, if you want to register to e-learnings, it's on this space that everything will take place. So for now, I would say if you are interested, you can either fill in the form or register to our newsletter. And then in a second step, when the space will be launched, you can register to the space, and from there you will be updated about all upcoming activities.
Thank you, Claire. There is a question from Season. So can EU accessing countries be involved? I assume it's a question for both of you.
In our case, for the e-learnings, everyone is welcome to join. For the in-person activities, everyone is also welcome to join. We have some budget also to cover the travel and subsistence cost of the participants to in-person activities. But that is mostly for the countries so the core countries, the 14 countries where we have project partners, and the outreach countries, which were those 7 countries that I mentioned later. So we do not cover all European countries. Yeah. But if you're willing to participate and you can also cover your own costs, there is no limitation.
Thank you. And Beatriz, what about AdvisoryNetPest?
Yes, well, the materials that will be available on website and our platform, of course, everyone can access it. The activities in person, yes, if people want to appear, they can appear and can be invited, but we don't have budget to cover the expenses associated to these events.
Thank you. Looks like questions have stopped for now, so we can move to the next presenter, which is Paula from INTIA, and she will present a STRATUS project, which is a project.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So thanks, Anita, and
go on.
Thanks for organizing this event. I'm Paula Resano. First, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to present myself a bit. So I guess everyone can see my screen now. Hi, everybody. I'm Paula Resano. I'm project coordinator of STRATUS. I belong to INTIA, which is a research public institute and also gives advisory services from the north of Spain. I'm here today to explain to you STRATUS project and what has to offer to advisors. So STRATUS is made by advisors for advisors because it aims to connect advisors from all over Europe for accelerating knowledge creation and sharing on integrated fertilization management, or in other words, optimal fertilizer use. So the main goals of the project, focusing on advisory interests, are to create a sustainable European-wide advisory network who will gather, evaluate, and disseminate existing solutions for optimal fertilizer use. Also, we will create a project digital platform providing an inventory of European-wide good practices and research innovations on optimal fertilizer use. Also, we will create guidelines for advisors to draw the nutrient management plans. Besides, a really important main goal of STRATUS is we will find 48 top farming practices that work well across Europe and figure out what makes them successful, while also understanding the challenges that might stop farmers from using them. And we will look at how these practices affect the economy, environment, and local communities. And for sure, since it's a project for advisors, we will help them sharing knowledge, experiences, and challenges about new and effective ways to use fertilizers. Of course, in this way, we will also support farmers by creating activities and materials that show how to put this knowledge into action across all 27 European countries. So how it works, the project. I'm going to explain the project about the three main components it has. The network component, the inventory, and also how we are going to transfer all this knowledge. Regarding the network, STRATUS network is already created, and it covers three different areas of efficient fertilization application that are precision farming, bio-based fertilizers, and soil quality. Here you can see all the members of each of the three sub-networks. These entities are STRATUS consortium members, and all of them have a lot of experience giving advisory services, also a lot of experience on research or technical knowledge in precision agriculture, bio-based fertilizers, and soil quality. Besides these three sub-networks, STRATUS network includes 10 local groups located in 10 different countries of Europe. The ones you can see here: Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Croatia, Netherlands, Slovenia, Poland, Sweden, and Belgium. The members of these local groups are the ones you can see here. They are composed of 2 policymakers, 3 farmers, 2 researchers, 2 industry actors, and 5 advisors. What is the purpose of these local groups that STRATUS network has? Okay, the objective of them is to have the most relevant people from the agricultural sector represented in the network. So the project is also adapted to local conditions. In fact, the 5 advisors of each of the local groups are indeed advisors from advisory entities from the STRATUS network, the ones you can see here with the red square. So, for example, in Spain local group, the 5 advisors of the local group are advisors from INTIA entity, which is a research and advisory entity that it's member of all of the 3 networks. That's how we involve the agricultural sector in all the projects. And also we maintain our advisors connected to the local groups, so all the knowledge is adapted to local conditions. So that was about the part of the network. Now I'm going to explain the inventory component. STRATUS, as I said, main goal is to find 48 top farming practices that work well across Europe. This will be done as follows. First, we will identify 104 good practices or research innovations on optimal fertilizer use. and we will collect their economic, environmental, and regulatory data. These practices will be available for you advisors in January 2025, and they will be translated in 11 languages. All of them will be about precision farming, soil quality, and bio-waste fertilizers practices. Then what we are going to do with this collection of 104 good practices and research innovation, we are going to do like a kind of pre-analysis for them, taking account economic, social, and environmental aspects. So we can just take only the best of them. We will select the 48 best practices, and these will be available for you in July 2025, and also will be translated in 11 languages, the first batch of them, not the 48. So only the half of them. Then what we are going to do, we will take these 48 best practices and we will do like a more in-depth analysis. We will care about the economic analysis, insights on farm applicability, environmental effects, social implications, and regulatory aspects. We are going to figure out what makes them successful, and also, as I said, understanding the challenges that might stop farmers from using them, but more in depth. So, and also this will be available at the end of the project in 2 rounds for advisors to read them and access them. That was the second component, the inventory component. Now I'm going to explain to you how we are going to do the knowledge transfer. There will be the following activities. The local groups I explained before will organize a total of 20 visits for peer-to-peer learning. So we can scale up and replicate the best practices on optimal fertilizer use. And these cross visits, we will have participants from all European member states, the 27 of them, that could be STRATUS partners, or maybe are EUFRAS members of their network, or CSON members. This is related with somebody questioned before. So if you are a member of EUFRAS or CSON, you can, or STRATUS partner for short, you can participate in these cross visits. They will happen in years 2025, 2026, and 2027. Besides, we will have trainings, but only for STRATUS advisory members, STRATUS network. They will receive free trainings on the topics you see here. Then they will train other advisors from their entity. Finally, STRATUS will develop 60 demos cover over the project lifetime based on the selected best practices on optimal fertilizer use that could be like a well-known technique on precision farming, or maybe bio-based fertilizer, or a soil quality technique. So again, if you want to know if you can participate or you are suitable to participate in these cross visits, you can ask for more information in this form. Here you have the QR. Also, I'm going to copy in the chat the link if the QR doesn't work. So here I will collect your contact details, so when the time comes for these cross visits to happen, or other activities that I realize that they are also open for more people to participate, I will contact you for more details. Apart from having a website, sorry, this is the third component. So as I was saying, apart from having a website as a project, European project, we will have a digital platform with the 3 elements I have been explaining before. All the knowledge STRATUS will generate within its lifetime will be stored into a digital platform, but more precisely into an advisory digital platform, because this platform will be common for all these advisory projects you can see on the left on my screen. All these projects, they have in common that all of them consist on the creation of an advisory network, but on different topics. Here you can see are the 2 projects that are today with me, my colleagues from the AdvisoryNetPest and OrganicAdviceNetwork, and also LifeNet project about livestock, and For Advice about forestry. So all the training materials for advisors, inventory of good practices, and other knowledge objects created within all these projects, all of them will be stored and accessible through this same platform. This first version of this common platform for advisors will be up and running on July 2025. In the meantime, Stratus results will be published in Zenodo Open Resource Repository, as like the good practices will be ready in January 2025. It will be stored in this repository until the common digital platform will be up and running. So this is not the only common activity we are doing together. The projects that are today here, it's one of them. We will also organize 3 events together. One about like methodological and organizational skills in 2024. Also one about technical approaches in common in 2026, and a policy workshop on 2027 with policymakers and standing committee on agricultural research representatives. And for sure, as Claire and Beatriz explained, Organic Advice Network and AdvisoryNetPest are going to develop a joint newsletter, and the first issue will be launched in November 2024. And if I am not wrong, Claire has shared with you in the group chat, the Meet chat, the form to subscribe to this newsletter and other activities of the project. That's all by my side. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Also, you can contact me if you have any questions later. Here you have my email. Well, this is here you can access our website, and also you can access our profiles in social media if you are interested in knowing the progress of the project. And that's all from my side. Many thanks for your time.
Thank you, Paula. Looks like the questions for you are not coming, at least in written format. Maybe someone has to ask something. So the question came from Vincent. How for Paula? How do you work with other local or national APIs experiences in Spain to increase your reach and reputation in advisoring?
Like how I like just like local like the local APIs, like just only for Spain. You mean that? I'm going to read them.
Vicente, maybe you can explain the question.
I'm going to open. I'm going to read them.
Or you can read them.
We haven't explored this yet, but we will create at the end of the project, at the end of this year, a working group to explain also, to explore also this like more collaborative way with the other AKIs, not only located in the north of Spain, because yes, the context of the project will be created only for the local community in which the entity is from. So within the lifetime of the project, we will explore this, and for sure, while other projects will arise within the 5 years of the Stratus, we will try to find synergy between them. So not only the local community with the local sector, which represents the entity of a Stratus member, it's only the project, more of them.
Thank you, Paula. Is there any more questions coming, or yeah, I would say then thank you very much for the participation today to you, Paula, Claire and Beatriz. I assume that I hope that all of you got some insights in the projects happening and saw your place to be a part of the networks presented here today, also as a part of EUFRAS network as well. So thank you so much for participation, and let's meet you in the next coffee break. And yep, see you then. Thank you. Bye.